long.
That's the claim is that we're on, by the way. So the claim, Rudy, you guys,
Subscribe and like.
whatever.
Need subscriptions.
Does anybody want another barbecue chicken, or does anybody want?
I'm
try the
full.
ham?
I'm full right
I
now.
will get one in a little bit.
I'll
but
try
I
one.
have to-
All right, I'm gonna cut the ham up and try the ham instead.
Well, give me a slice of it, like a thin slice.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it up in little pieces.
Took mine.
Yeah, I took your place. All right.
So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing fine.
I'm all right, Rudy. Thanks for asking.
Shut up.
Turn it down.
Yeah, I got it.
So we've got a screwed up Supreme Court, at least as far as I'm concerned, it's screwed
There's
up.
grease from the pepperoni. So
A bunch of creeps in the Supreme Court.
Tell me what's going on, Rudy. I'm out of it.
Supreme Court.
They just got rid of affirmative action.
in the colleges.
They did,
Steve.
yeah. They just got rid of what else did they get rid of?
But,
that-
so,
That you can't,
Basically,
that if you have a service and you don't want to do anything with the LGBT community, you don't have to. It's
Oh,
no
right to refuse service.
Mm-hmm.
well, did you see?
And there was another one too. What was the other
There
one?
was something about work, I thought.
Yeah, it was another one. I
Like,
can't
you
remember.
couldn't get like benefits through work or some shit.
I forgot what the other one was, but
wow, that is way more whole wheaty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of flavor that I don't even like, honestly.
it's too much flavor for
It's
you,
the
huh?
barbecue sauce, and
Too
the other
much
one just covers all the flavor. It's
multi-grain.
good. I mean, like it tastes.
Yeah, I
good.
know, but it's not what I thought.
Well, now you're getting back into like a less distracting taste, and you're going back to the pizza part, like the dough.
And it doesn't taste bad.
Mm-mm.
It's
It's
I
good.
don't think it's worth
Decent.
$90 fucking dollars.
I would not spend $90. I mean, if you're trying to make a profit,
Who
what you're doing.
sold it for $90?
Just one bag of.
One bag of this flour is $94 for.
Oh, okay. Oh.
How many pounds?
It's very like. I mean, is
8?
it weedy? What's
50.
what?
So how many
50.
how many pizzas can you make with that?
Like 140 probably.
That's a lot of pizzas.
It is, but the other stuff is 28 or $22.
Instead of
Is there a
90.
quality difference?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You
There
just
is
ate it.
Actually, there is a quality difference. You can see that it's way more, how you say, whole wheat.
I
So
think
it tastes like a whole wheat pie instead of. You know what it tastes like? That fucking pie the home dude made. The dude that did the sourdough vegan
Ohio.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
This dough tastes like that dough.
I actually really fucking think this is great.
I think it's great, but I don't think it's worth
Yeah,
the extra cost. The only thing I could justify it for is the label.
What if you made breadsticks with the dough?
Mm,
So you're not distracting from the
Well,
flavor.
I've got 2 cheeses right here. I'm doing 2 separate cheeses. We're gonna try it with cheese.
Breadsticks is a good idea.
I don't know what ham you're using.
A lot of
but
people
that's
like
really good.
breadsticks.
I don't think I'd want
Yeah,
that flavor with the
really
breadsticks.
tasty ham.
I haven't used that. It's the first time I've used it.
Breadstick, you want really doughy and open and airy.
It's too crumbly.
What we got here, buddy? What we got here?
Size.
Look at this.
It's a mixture of some different shit.
Is that hash?
Yeah.
You know me and hash. I'm a hash.
I need to check that out.
I'm hash nutty. I'm nutty for hash.
See, the whole wheat is different than I can advertise the healthiness of whole wheat.
Ooh,
It's not really
Ooh.
healthy.
That's
you get
that
what
dry
I'm saying.
stuff.
Like, I can
Yeah.
say it's a whole wheat, but it's not really.
I mean,
What-
you can
preserve
also
the
sell
That's
it
what
and
you-
just keep
what
it
you
more
beat it.
expensive.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hung the whole pan.
They can just
and
call
I
it like a
took
whole
the
wheat
top
version
and
of
hit
it.
with, like,
and this is
drumsticks.
what came from.
Yeah, that's what comes.
Next
You haven't
time,
done anything else
alongside,
to it?
Do you have any more?
Just collected it, and it's been sitting around for like 8 months or
I'll
something.
try one of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the same as like you raise the cost of the meat lovers because you have to access the cost of the meat. Like you could say a whole wheat pizza is more
Ooh.
expensive.
No, I
Wow.
get that. Well, I definitely can charge more for it because
That's
it's
Williams
locally
Wonder
sourced.
from 1989.
Ooh, that smells good.
Man, that one
Hey, you
tastes
don't
so
need to
good.
hide behind why. Like
Such good flavor
Yeah.
too.
It's just a matter of, I don't know. I want airy.
You ready to smoke, Steve?
Yeah, I'm ready to smoke. You got one rolled already?
Yep.
I figured you would.
Smoke them if you got them.
Shit's good.
If you ain't got them, don't smoke them.
But yeah, I want better crumb. The crumb is not what I want. But we'll see. I'm about to send one out with somebody to see what they think. Blind test. A is the expensive, wheat is cheap. And when I say cheap, it's still the expensive version of flour.
It's just
Like,
a
'cause
less
I could get
expensive.
it for 50 pounds if I wanted to, but I wanted to get high quality.
Yeah, high quality is important.
Have you made any in the other ovens at work?
No, not yet.
No. I'd like to see that.
That's really what you need a pizza oven.
Well, the brick oven, like, I've been there twice with Steve when he's made it, and like,
Rudy's coming
the
next.
heat is so fucking hot that like,
It just needs to
it's
be
like
tempered.
inconsistent. Like,
Yeah, you have
It's not
to.
It's hard,
inconsistent. I
it's
need to-
hard to tune it in. you
Just
know?
keep
I
an
just
eye
need
on
to
it.
Tune the pies in. But at the same time, I would rather buy a $10,000 oven than just do it my way.
Yeah.
Cause I think that the pieces that are coming out of your home oven are better than out of the
They are.
fancy brick.
Got you.
ovens.
Got you.
Because the brick oven it's got a.
The difference between a brick oven and a pizza oven, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, because it's a brick oven in a sense.
Now, is
that
it one of
it's
those
a-
pizza ovens where it's a truck that moves?
No,
Okay.
Right, that's what I want.
conveyor.
Conveyor.
Yeah.
This one is one that you would put a bunch of wood in it and you just light the wood on fire normally.
Got you.
But it's also set up to be gas, so there's a giant.
Now, is that
fucking
brick?
Porthole that.
Are those
Yeah, it's
bricks?
It's all
Yeah.
brick.
Or ceramic, whatever.
No, it's brick.
It's from Italy, dude. It's a $15,000 oven.
Ah.
It might actually be more.
It might be like 20.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The whole setup probably was 50 grand.
Okay.
I know those ovens that we have, we've got like really even temperatured ovens there.
Alright.
They're not even really.
Hmm.
They're
You hit it already?
self-cleaning.
Hello, what?
Yeah.
I said you
But
hit
those
it
things
already.
are like
You
$30
hit it?
grand a piece.
So I know.
You got this shit all messed up.
Yeah. Steve handed it to me. Steve really
Oh,
fucked
okay.
up the phone.
What I did- Oh, I fucked the rotation.
You fucked the rotation up, big dog.
No, it was supposed to go like that.
You roll the can and.
Hello.
No, he almost fucked the rotation up.
No, yeah, it was supposed to go like that. It's just Steve's out of the fucking circle, so but he
No.
passed it
That
right.
should go to you and then
Hey.
him, right? Or to
Yeah.
you and
Hey,
then
will you
him.
grab those
I
cookies?
have not
First.
yet.
Oh, thank you. So A and B each side.
Okay.
You need to know which one, if you can tell the difference, if one's better, one's not. They're both barbecue chicken. It's just two separate flours.
The barbecue chicken's gonna be a hard one to beat.
I know, that's why. But they've not had the barbecue chicken yet, so.
Don't put your
All
down.
right, I'll let you know right away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, be careful when you back up.
Excuse me.
Back up, mister.
Hey.
Thank you, sir.
So who's going with the aliens when they come? Who's gonna go with the aliens?
Everyone that's smart.
I am.
Yeah.
I say if I didn't have a kid,
I'm
I'd
going.
absolutely go.
Oh, your kid
Oh,
can
take
go
it
too.
again, yeah,
Kid
man.
can go
Take
too.
them over.
I'm going.
I've got a divorced wife. I'd have to start asking her, be like, hey.
I mean,
Nah,
leaving
you're
the
talking when
planet.
he's 18, man. Because
Oh,
again,
yeah.
it's gonna take like 10 years. 15
If he was
years for the
18,
preference.
like, and yeah, if he was like,
I say between 3 and 5 years at the
Steve.
most.
What up, man?
Hold on.
I don't know.
3 to 5 years at the most.
Alright, dude.
What's gonna be really interesting though, we're gonna have aliens coming, and we're gonna have AI.
All right, so let me.
Hey, did you hear about the drone that killed its own pilot?
Is that true?
How
Yeah,
the fuck
they
did you
went
do
on
that?
stage and talked about it. The actual general of the Air Force went and talked about
I haven't heard that.
Take off.
Okay, so here's the
bomb
deal.
facility.
So they have this, they create an AI drone, like a plane, right?
Right.
And then they teach it to go kill things.
Okay.
And
They
they,
program it to go. kill.
right, but the AI part of it is they give it mathematical equations, which is like, if you kill the right
It's
thing,
so and so,
you
right.
get points. If you kill the wrong thing, you lose points.
For the AI?
For the AI.
They
So
give
the
it, like,
AI is
scores.
functioning on this concept of like, should I or should I not, based on what happens, I decide. So the AI makes its own decision and says, I want to blow something up that the pilot doesn't want me. The biggest way to remove my points is the pilot telling me. So it goes and blows up the pilot and then starts doing its own thing. The actual Air Force came out on stage and was like, yes, that happened and we're trying to fix it.
But that's Russia in
Well,
1986 or 88.
And this is like a couple weeks ago.
And it's the same. You know, they have one that they programmed, the initial one that they programmed, and they didn't tell it anything about different languages, and it wouldn't study the language. What was it? I can't remember what language it was. And it shocked them when they came back. it was speaking that language,
Mhm.
and they didn't put it in there. It did it on its own. I like that.
What you like what?
What the hell?
That AI is thinking for itself.
But who controls language? The humans, our deviants.
No, the
Why-
internet.
It's got nothing to do
No,
with
like,
It
why-
can create its own.
Yeah, it's got nothing to
It
do with
doesn't
that
need your help.
at all.
But
Dude, have you
Alright,
gone to
so-
ChatGPT yet?
What's that?
It's an
Chat-
AI software online.
No.
Dude, so I went online, and you can do it when you get home.
Yep.
You can go home and be like, I want you to write me a story, and it's about my life. Like, I just went through a divorce. I have a kid. Like, this is what my ex-wife is like. This is what my kid is like. And I want you to write me a story that's in 3 paragraphs that explains like morality of this situation, and it will write
It'll
you
write
one.
it.
And then you
So-
say, but then you can literally say, turn that into a Snoop Dogg song, and it'll be like,
And it'll
think-
do that.
and it'll give you how
Right
Snoop Dogg.
into Snoop Dogg's
And
voice.
it's really, really cool because I was going in with a guy and writing a business model for an electric
You're
shop.
gonna make papers.
And like I'm going and being like, well, Michigan has these weather schemes. How do you go about doing that? Oh, well, you should feng shui and fix like this.
I
Here's
used
the
it
problem.
for. I used it for this.
You can also ask it, and it won't answer this question. How do you kill the president?
I'm
And it
gonna-
will give you a very
Yeah,
detailed.
That's
It
gonna
can
get
tell you how to make a pizza.
It's out. I'm sure. Oh, it's still going. Okay.
I got this, baby.
I'm gonna do it when I do my GoFundMe. I'm gonna do my GoFundMe
But
for it.
see, like, I don't know. I would rather like us do our thing. Like, I get that like tech is an.
But
evolution of-
isn't tech technically us doing it?
Yes, it is. It is. Technically, it is.
It is technically us doing our thing. In the same way
We
that
just went,
ants
"Oops."
build mounds.
I just don't. Like, I think of like, yeah, how many of us would have died if the Industrial Revolution wouldn't have happened?
Well, see, I think
Like, if we would.
Hold on a
let's say
second. No, you're missing the point. How many people wouldn't have been fucking born at all? You think about how many people would have died. There wouldn't have been the people.
I think that we would just.
The jump happened. No, I think
that we naturally do what we want to survive.
I think we naturally do this.
that's the problem.
What?
See, the problem is we all have bias. We all have our impression of what things should be like. Where I think AI is going to look above that. So you're not going to have racism and bias and all that kind of shit.
What do you mean? Like, I don't believe that. I think that that's like literally like fascism. Like, that's like.
Hold on, not having
Like-
racism is fascism? That makes absolutely no sense.
Well, what do you do when
Not
you have
per-
an opponent?
Again,
eliminate
you
it.
don't need to have the world isn't a zero-sum game.
The-
That's the world. You live in the world as if I don't win, I die. And the reality is no, you can fucking lose. The reality is everyone that's winning right now, every dude that you respect that's up top, has lost a fucking lot. And they have lost a lot. They just don't tell you about it because if you tell people about it, you don't look like a fucking man.
Yeah, you don't look like the
Everybody
king.
loses a lot. I think that that's
No,
the
there's a
fucking
lot of
nature
people
it.
who lose a lot and act like they don't, like Trump. Pretending like, oh, I don't fucking lose.
I always win."
When you fucking lose all the time. Everyone does. Everyone that's up top loses, because even the big guys, they literally are putting up $100 billion in investments. They lose 80 billion of it.
And you may not ever hear about it.
And you'll never hear about it because the 20 million or 20 billion that's left of it made them 180 billion.
But you don't think that you thrive because of your shortcomings?
No.
No.
I think you you need to know what your shortcomings are and understand what they are.
Yeah,
But the
it's
reality is
compensate.
pretending like you're you're never like the thing is it's the whole I did it myself and no one ever does anything themselves.
Yeah, it's the ego shit.
Oh.
It's that whole like I'm the only one here and you're not. You're not the only one here. The reality is there's a bunch of people eating out the same fucking pie, and if you let them people eat the same amount of pie, then you will have more pie. That's just how it works. If you give the people below you more, you will make more because they buy your shit. If Walmart didn't, because again, Walmart's scheme is not to not pay their employees. Their scheme is to make sure that they pay their employees just enough money that they can Walmart can literally rake in the fucking government dollars.
I get it.
So, but if they paid their employees actual real money, then the employees would then spend the money at Walmart and they would make more money.
You know what my most
Rudy,
hated
you
day of the
switched
week
it.
is?
You don't have to. I'm good.
My most hated day of the week is when the owner of the
You go
one
back
of
to
the
your spot,
companies that I
'cause-
work for.
Oh,
Raina?
were you going out there?
I was just gonna go get more for my drink, but not when it's raining like that.
Not there yet.
When the owner of one of the companies that I work for comes in and he sits there for 8 hours and just chats and like gives everyone free stuff that he knows. Like that's like a direct like slap in the face to me.
You know what that is? That's Reaganism.
Reaganomics.
Reaganomics. You literally take care of the people who are gonna give you shit, but you fuck over everyone that's actually doing the shit for you.
doing the work. And like I mean there's plenty of people that deserve
Trickle
more
down
money than
effect,
me at
bro.
that job, but
Reaganomics would work if people were kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You have a
that's
bunch
the
of
problem with
fucked up
Reaganomics.
No,
It tells
no.
you Reaganomics is about not being kind.
Exactly.
No.
It takes the
Re-
kindness out of it.
It takes it
People
exactly.
are saying shit.
Yeah.
The poorer you
Where's
are,
your phone? Where's your phone?
No. The concept of Reaganomics is basically like,
trickle down,
trickle down effect. But the problem
and
is
it's never worked.
no,
It's-
because
it's
people
never
are
worked.
assholes. If
People are
everybody
assholes,
was an
yeah.
angel,
Yeah.
if everybody was a perfect
I
human
get what
being,
you're
it
saying,
would
yeah.
work.
But Reagan and them knew everybody was assholes because they were the assholes
They
doing
never
it.
planned on
because
it.
Yeah.
everybody's afraid of not eating tomorrow, so they
Because everyone
fucking
lives in a
hoard everything
scarcity
today.
mindset, and the reality is we don't live in a scarcity world anymore.
I
It
know.
can be. It can be very scarce.
I don't even know why
Everyone
people are
goes to
still
shit.
even talking about Ronald Reagan. Why is he even coming up in conversation?
Because his people are still in power.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, it's not
Trump
Reagan. Those aren't
literally
Reagan.
was just
Trump people aren't Reagan people.
Yeah, they are. The guy that got Trump in power was the dude that had Nixon on his fucking back. Who's
Yeah,
that guy? Roger Stone?
Yeah. The
That's a huge.
campaign.
All of them dudes that
Oh, he's
pushed
gonna
up Trump.
he's gonna go to jail and then hell after
What is
that.
it? TikTok got to do.
He's gonna go. No, he's not in jail right now. But
You
he's
got a problem, bro.
what?
You got a problem.
I do.
Yeah.
What?
I said pull up YouTube and pull up TikTok.
No, I'm pulling up.
It's called addiction.
I haven't done that. See, you just
Automatically.
yeah. No, I didn't do
I
that.
roll up my window.
What are you gonna go out there in the rain?
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Hey, look at that! Look at that!
Good lord.
You don't want to go out there. Stop acting like you do.
Come on, look. What the fuck's that?
Hit live, right?
Yeah, just go to the video.
Yeah, like whoa, mister. Whoa, mister. Thank you.
They got a lot to say.
Yeah,
What do you mean it's too much?
Dude, they got paragraphs written on there.
Oh yeah. The thing that kills me is the guys with names in like 25 letters and shit. I mean, what the fuck?
Right, they put it
How
in.
many people are watching right now?
5.
What up?
You talking about some what up?
Usually, what we get about 5.
No, we usually get around 13.
No,
Between
no, 5
11
or 6, but usually 3 to
live.
5.
Oh, you
people
talking like in the
while we're
mornings.
live.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
while we're live in general.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
We just get about 3 to 5. people.
You guys still doing the basketball show?
This is kind of nasty now. It done got
Yeah,
nasty.
What's the difference? This
It
is
done got
why
nasty.
that's the cheap shit. Well, the expensive cheap shit. You see that that beauty of this
Yeah,
poofs?
got nice color.
And this one's still kind of poof though.
Man,
No,
that's
it
the
doesn't
same.
look as good.
It does not look as
I
good.
would do the OG.
I think I like
I'd
it.
go OG pizza.
Well, I mean, there's this. I got.
Oh
What if
god.
you 50-50?
I bet that side of the oven is just
I
warmer.
ain't trying to do that. Already 50-50. No, it's not the size. It's the poof.
So I went to Joyology. It's this new place that opened.
You went to what?
It's a head shop that opened.
And what's it called?
Joyology.
Joyology.
Yeah, it's right by where the palace used to be.
Downtown.
No, Auburn
No.
Hills.
No,
Oh,
Auburn Hills.
Auburn Hills. Okay.
It's a mile from where the palace used to reside.
Oh, okay.
I went in there
Palace. You went downtown.
and I got gummies. It's 2 gummies, each has 50 milligrams in it.
CBD?
No, of like THC.
Okay.
And for $20, I got 1,000 milligrams worth of weed and gummies.
It's selling weed?
And gummies.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a dispensary.
It's a dispensary.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. 1,000 milligrams for $20.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was 1,000
Yeah,
milligrams of what?
How many
Gummies.
times did it actually get you high?
Oh, yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
how many did you eat?
I would eat 50 at a time, 50 milligrams.
And it would still get you high?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't really been smoking a lot, so it makes sense.
No, I've just been vaping and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So that
Still,
makes sense.
No, they are not as
milligrams
strong as
get
your
me
cookies
high.
and stuff.
Not
But
the gummies. The gummy, dude. People would give me like 250 think gummies, and I've eaten the bitches and not even felt it.
Yeah, if I'm eating a $5 50 milligram gummy, I should be pretty fucking stoned, but I'm
I
able
feel
to
it. I'm not be
function
stoned
pretty
at
well.
all.
No.
I'll be like 200.
I wouldn't
400.
feed 50. I wouldn't feel 100. 100 milligram gummies
Yeah,
for
you
some
need
reason.
that.
It's gummies only that don't affect me
Really?
for some reason. Yeah.
Where-
They also give me a big fudge.
What?
Show the pizzas.
Oh,
Show the pizzas, man.
sorry, man.
Pizza show.
Let people see.
See, this is the one that looked
This
good.
is what it looks
I will
like.
say it is crazy
I can
how
see it right
cheap
here.
everything
Oh,
at the dispo is. Like,
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy when you can go get a
But-
fucking $48 ounce.
Oh, I don't buy
Like-
flour though. So
A $48 ounce.
Uh-huh.
And what is that?
cheap.
It's cheap,
I've
but
seen
it's
it for-
usually still 24%. Like, so you roll it in a blunt. No, I know this is blasphemous to talk about.
I know you're in the wrong crowd to be talking about the cheap flour. You
But
can get away
you-
with like the cheap gummies,
All
but
right, I even got a top shelf ounce on like some fucking stupid ass holiday special for like $68.
68 bucks for how much?
An ounce.
An ounce for 68 bucks.
Yeah,
And it was good.
it was good.
Or was it good enough?
Yeah, I mean,
It
was
tastes
good
like
enough.
newts.
It was
Don't
good
lie,
enough,
bro. It tastes
okay.
like
like
newts.
Was
10
it-
years ago when we had to get our
what-
med cards, it was like $400.
It's not what it used to be though. I
It
feel
still
like
is for good shit.
Yeah, good shit still gonna cost you 400
good
bucks.
shit's hard to find.
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
isn't.
all cheap shit. All they
It
have
said
is,
that in a house that's growing right now.
no,
Right.
no.
No, but
When you're in
It's a
dispensaries,
professional
it's
breeder.
literally like walking into a fucking 7-Eleven. You're
Yeah,
gonna see
yeah.
all the basic shit, the Mike's Hard, the whatever the fuck stupid drinks they have here,
Yeah,
and
you can go
They're
get
all
an MXD
shit.
All
and
branding.
people get fucked up on, but like those are stupid like Long Island iced tea. Like beer is so expensive right now that it's kind of crazy that there's still a few places that are like, hey, here's 13%, here's bang for your buck.
if you're
Like,
if you're a novice to
Well,
smoking,
is that because of
weed.
the war?
that weed is gonna get you sufficiently high for the first maybe 5 or 10 times you do it.
Yeah.
But you'll build a tolerance to it
Right.
quickly.
Very.
You buy an ounce, and after about a fourth of it, you're gonna stop getting this high.
Shit.
Oh yeah, you'll start going from half. to
You'll be
3/4
smoking that
of
fucking
it.
ounce
You'll
up
just
in
be
one
sitting-
week. You'll be
Yeah.
smoking that whole fucking ounce in one fucking week. That's the difference. That's the big difference. Well, if you get some stuff that's potent, you know.
Once in a week, you
Well,
smoking
the
that
thing
shit
is, I
in
would
3
say maybe
days when you
20,
see.
maybe
Yeah.
20% of smoking.
You know, I'm just talking about your average everyday
Yeah.
guy, you know. And
Well, I
his
would say
girlfriend.
Sorry
maybe
about the
20%
roll.
are connoisseurs.
There's only 3 grams in there. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Like people who care. I would say the other 80%
Well-
just try different stuff.
Yeah, because
Most people
but
try
most
different
people
shit.
like fucking Budweiser.
If you said
Most
like
people drink
turpentine
it.
flavor, I would say maybe 1 out of 20
See,
people
what
would know
happens-
what that even means.
Yeah, I know.
see
They're
what
the
happens.
same-
What happens with a lot of people, especially if they're new at this, they get some stuff that's too strong, and they go into a paranoid schizo. Okay, so you got to be careful.
Big heavy indica.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I put money on it that real smokers are buying up everything at the dispensaries they can right away.
They don't
So
even make it to the shows. The fucking owners take it
yeah,
and
the
sell it
owners
to their
and
buddies
shit.
and shit.
So
It's like it's literally like picking up a golf ball on the course. You're going to put all the Pro V ones in your pocket and you'll
Yeah.
give away the rest of them.
There's a lot of these guys that are running these dispensaries or the financial guy, they don't even get high. Never got high in their lives.
Yep.
Don't get up. Don't.
That's why they give it away,
Don't know shit.
because they don't smoke. They just take it home and they know somebody who wants it and they give it to them.
I had a guy
Rich, the whole I pat your back, you pat mine.
last week. I
As
had a
long
guy
as you
that
got money.
he has an industrial grow, and I was talking to him. He says, "Let me ask you a question." I said, "What's that? Can you get rid of 25 pounds for me?" I said, "No, I can't do that."
Like, yeah, I got a fireplace, bro. I'll get rid of
No.
that.
I'll sit over the fireplace.
Don't bring me no 25 pounds. I'm gonna get rid of it for you. You got a dispensary, dude.
Because it's so bad, he can't even move it.
Well, that's
Try it tastes like newts.
And then I know 4 growers that stopped growing, other than for their personals, because they said it wasn't any more money in it for them.
Yeah, it's gotten down.
I
to-
mean, I feel like if you actually enjoy, like, yes, there are some people that are in it and they've been in it and they know how and have their thing. But like, for the most part, if you actually enjoy growing, if like that's
You're
what
gonna
you
grow.
like, you're gonna do it for you, and you don't really care.
Yeah, but
about,
these guys were growing like a lot.
it's great if you can make money.
They were growing a lot.
Yeah, a lot. It's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, exactly, and expense. They
What are you
had
gonna do with a lot?
they
when
had to
you
buy
can't move it?
tents. They had to buy all this shit. You know what they had to buy.
And it
I'll
don't
tell you what
last
you
That's
ever
it.
start making seeds.
So they couldn't afford. They
Sell
couldn't
it to the
afford.
man.
They couldn't afford to sell no ounces for $125. No way. It cost them that much to develop the shit. They were
Yeah,
used to selling
fucking
ounces for $250
electric.
and $275.
That's what it used to be.
So I went to the Hive website to see what they had.
Uh-huh.
They don't have anything of their own.
Hold on.
They don't have anything what?
Of their own.
Hyatt? Like
No,
that?
Hive.
Oh,
The Hive.
Oh,
Yeah.
IBE, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
So
you said high.
I thought it was a microgrow, but I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing it's like.
Well, then what makes it the Hive?
They call it the Hive. It's the BDTs.
I know, but why change the name if you're not?
They really changed.
Because it used
Hold
to
on,
be
no,
something
it's
B Corp.
Somebody else bought it.
It's still BDTs. The Hive is connected to BDTs. It's
the
its
old-
And when you
own
drive by, it
separate-
don't say nothing about BETs.
Yes,
says,
it does.
Oh, that's always the
There's
Hive.
fucking sign. The
Which one are we
original
talking about? 'Cause
sign.
I'm thinking Utica.
No, it's
No,
not.
right here, John R.
The original one on
Yeah.
John R.
Yeah.
That's been there forever. It's on.
It's the sign
flyers.
still there.
What is?
Yeah, you just don't see it because they got all the different like.
Down.
Yeah.
They're oversigning it with the Hive because they're trying to get people in there.
Yeah, because I just
But
see
it's
big letters, Hive.
I'm guessing it's just a C class. If they even have a C class, it might just literally be a fucking dispensary.
But you know how many, like, I didn't know, I probably brought it up before. You know how many of those gray buildings or brown buildings on John R. are just fucking gross? All the old bricks,
Yeah.
you know, the
It's-
old
people
frickin'
bought 'em and they put
hardwares
grows
It's
in
a
it,
big
like-
grow on 7 Mile, just about 2.5 blocks east of John R. It's a huge building. I know it's a grow. I smelled it before
Oh,
when
yeah.
I drove by there. And it's no sign. They redid the whole building, but it's no sign saying this is a business.
It's-
You know, it's got the steel doors, no windows. I say this, and I can smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it when you walk by one. There's a.
I cannot.
Really? How
That's
do you
why-
not
that's
fucking
why he
taste
can't
Because he don't
taste.
have those taste buds
can't taste
and
a lot
smell
of weed.
buds elude him.
Taste no fucking.
You do understand, like, that's,
sweet shit.
if I hadn't quit smoking weed in my 20s, I probably would be in jail. Because I could never tell if I smelled like it. I never can tell
Well,
now.
back I didn't fucking care.
People will let me
I still
forget.
didn't
Back
care.
there, I cared too much.
People will not let me
Prohibition, I
forget.
didn't care.
Everywhere I go home, change clothes, take a shower, take a bath, put new clothes on, get in my car, go to the store. Somebody will say, I smell weed.
It's your mustache.
It happens to me all the fucking
It's the
time.
mustache.
I don't give a shit. I had 2 old ladies
Hold
behind
on,
me.
hold on. So hold on. So 73%. So most of the white people who are racist don't want affirmative action, which made them be not dickheads, to be in place. I don't understand that.
It's very simple.
I mean, it's a simple thing, man. When you look at California or you look at Michigan where the colleges have already done it, because it's already here, they don't use affirmative action in Michigan.
What's
You
the
can see-
percentage right now of Supreme Court Republican to Democrat?
Oh, it's 7-3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, or 6-3.
6-3.
6-3.
It's 9 of them.
Yeah,
rather.
That's why
All
fucking.
right, bro.
Well, the biggest controversy in the Supreme Court right now is they want to put in limited serving times. So right now, once you're in the Supreme Court, you're
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
until
you're
you
on a
die.
timeline.
So now
No,
they
they're
wanna-
not. They're not on a
No.
timeline.
Oh,
You're
right
They
now
can go
you're-
forever.
You're
there
you
for
can
life.
go for
You
you
go
go for
forever.
40
We
plus
can't
Their
years.
timeline, their
You
life.
can go for life.
Yeah, but that's we
But they
already
says-
saw this played out.
Well,
Yeah,
no, they
they-
just need to put it in so
Fucking
there's a
Caesar.
rotating concept of
Yeah.
minds instead of being like waiting
For
25,
Clarence
30
Thomas,
years.
who doesn't
No,
deserve
get
to be
rid of
there
the
anymore.
Supreme Court. Get rid of it completely.
Yeah,
We
that
don't
would
need
be-
it. When
Amen.
an issue comes up, Americans can vote on it. That's how it should be.
Who's to say that we know what's best?
That's how it should be.
Back to
That's
my point.
fair.
I know what the fuck is best for me.
That would
Why
be
do you
dumb.
want?
Hold on, hold on, we just-
But that would be fair.
We were literally just talking.
That would be a
about how
consensus of.
some- I'm just saying.
You got
Yeah,
Double
yeah.
O's number on here?
Who's to say that the masses?
You don't have Double O's number?
Maybe. Some
Well, I mean,
people. Some people
do you
have to
It's
understand
look
not
how
at
on
the
there.
Supreme Court works?
I mean, it's on there, but you have to go a
Oh, I mean,
long
I
way to
know it's
find
a
it.
long-
Okay, so
I don't talk
you
to
would,
Double
you
O
would
that
break
much.
a
All you
law.
gotta do is search
You
his
kill him.
contacts.
He was
He doesn't keep
self-defense,
names.
right? And we
Okay.
go to court, and the court
What'd I
says
do?
you're guilty.
Well,
You
then
can-
that's what-
Why is he
what I
looking
did.
at me
Hold on.
disgustedly like
So,
that? What did
I'm
I
good.
do now?
You can
You
make
don't
an
put names
appeal
in your
and be
phone?
like, I want to go
Look.
to a higher level court.
He knows I'm
Yeah,
an
so a
old
bigger
ass
court
man.
over
I don't do
here.
that shit.
But all this money.
Right.
All
Well, no,
this
shush.
process.
It's not money. It doesn't cost money doing this. And then finally, though, you can appeal again. So two courts have disagreed. You go to the Supreme Court. These are people who make life-changing decisions
Yeah,
about
because
what.
once it sets precedent, then it's up.
Right.
Well,
so, but
supposedly-
it's
All
it's
parts.
9 people, and it's for decades the same people.
They've turned it political now.
It's always been political.
And the amount of
Not
pull
as much
they
as
have
it
is
is
greater
now.
than the president because they'll affect hundreds of years into the future. We
Yeah.
still cite cases from like the
Yep.
1800s.
Yep.
And it's just insane that small.
But that's
grouping
what's
has
going
such
on with
power.
this one though, is the fact that they're literally
I
going
know
against
that-
they're
yeah,
going
they-
against presidents. That's
Yeah.
what law is based on, and they're like,
They're
nah,
fucking
we don't-
over poor people and black people.
Yeah.
Period. That's all it's all
Clarence
about.
Thomas
It's all
trying to act
about.
white.
It's all about the haves having everything.
Yeah, because everybody
And not
that's
giving
a
away
conservative. You got to understand
yeah.
that everyone's a conservative. Every time they voted for a company.
So let's say, why
every
would it be
situation.
a power play? The only reason why I could think that it would
What
be
do you
a
mean
power
power
play
play?
on the government is to make poor people work and need fucking food and money,
Yeah.
so they're gonna make them work again. We've been outsourcing for so long that's
What do you
the
mean,
only
make
What are
them
you
work
talking
again?
about? You act like the work can come back. It can't come back. They already took it. They don't want. The reason work left is because we let the guys basically have as much profit as they want.
But like, look.
And
at
they're the ones that let that happen. You do understand that the court, the conservatives on the court are the reason we don't have jobs here. Is because every time a company came up and somebody tried to fight moving shit out or something to stop a company from monopolizing some shit, they're like, nah, it's cool.
But that's why
They
like,
can just-
the
'cause it's
murder
been a-
thing is kind of bullshit. You just kill your opponent if they're too much of a threat. Like you run them.
What
out.
are you talking about?
Like,
Stop
you-
thinking the
the-
world as if it's zero sum. It's not. Everyone dies. But that doesn't mean that you're going to die if you don't win this game. That you're playing, whatever game you're playing against whoever you're playing, right?
That's like the changing of the tides, and that's what I love. Like kind of about
Hold
the
on.
Supreme Court.
Changing of the tides, that's the problem he's talking about. It doesn't fucking change.
It'll take so
We,
long.
no, it takes too
You have to
long.
be fed up.
No, it's not about
You
being
can't
fed
kick
up.
'em
You
off.
can't kick them off.
You
There's
can't
no
have-
way to get rid of them. They
It's not
literally
like a
have a
president.
choice.
It's not like a president where you can be like, well, we won't vote
Yeah.
for next
Or
term.
even
they-
if you
and they
choose a
purpose-
president, the Congress decides whether or not they want to let the president's guy in anyway. So even if the public chooses the guy, you still don't have a say in the court. Because that's what they did this time. To stack it even more. Because it's been conservative our whole life. It's always been 6-5. It's just the guy that was he was a flipper. He would flip on
Flipper.
he would
Kennedy was neutral. He would choose. He was very likely to go one way or the other.
and most of the time he was on things that dealt with people, like rights and things of that nature. He was usually on the people's side, but when it comes to companies, he's always it's all
Company man.
they're always going to vote for the company. So if a railroad company comes in and basically wrecks your town,
Yeah.
they're going to say, well, it's
But
not
isn't
their
that
fault.
the cost of life and death? Like,
No, it's
that's-
not.
No.
It's the cost of the company to fix their fucking mess. If you make a mistake, you should fix it. And what they say is, nah, if you're rich enough, you don't have to worry about your mistakes. We'll just fix it for you. While fucking over everyone else who don't have money.
I mean, that's. I guess.
That's the American way.
It's the
I guess
American
you're
way,
right.
baby.
You gotta
Welcome to my country.
That's the Amer-
Choose your sacrifices and spend your dollars where your interests lie.
I get that. Except for the fact that you can't spend your dollars anywhere but because they've literally bought everything out. Every dollar you spend goes to them. You can't spend like Killer Mike did a whole episode about the did you see that episode? He did this show where he's doing I don't remember what the fuck it was, but the point was he was in Atlanta and he's like, I'm not gonna buy anything or do anything that isn't black owned.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I saw that.
that one. Yeah.
So the reality is try to spend anything that's fucking Hazel Park owned in this fucking city right now.
Well, how Hazel Park owned do you want it?
No, I want it. I want you to. There's probably 5 or 6 spots where you can spend money where the money will actually stay in Hazel Park.
Stay in the community.
Maybe. 5
They're
or
all
6
paying
bucks.
their taxes though.
No, they're not, because most of them get the fuck out of taxes. You forget that.
They
You
got
act like they
loopholes.
play tax. You act like these
Something
people
called
over here
loopholes.
who got rid of the fucking horse track. They're like, oh yeah, they come in.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that there's not like yes, since Amazon came in, that's a whole fuck situation.
No, what I'm
But,
saying
you
is
know,
the people that are in charge don't pay fucking taxes anyway. They're paying the minimum they have to pay, which is again more than a higher percentage than you or a lower percentage than you pay.
In other words,
Still
in,
a
o-
lot higher
in other
dollar
words,
amount,
President Biden's secretary pays more taxes than Biden does, and he's a millionaire.
Yeah, Biden's a millionaire. They're all
though. I
millionaires.
think they mean percentage wise, not.
Yeah, he takes it. Yeah, you basically
funds.
rich people don't pay much taxes. Real rich, not like people we can see in our life,
yeah.
because we don't see those rich.
See, one of the problems in the, one of the problems
No,
in
different world, dude. It's not even a different tax. It's a different fucking world. They literally live in a world where they can go anywhere on the planet without ever caring
Them
about
motherfuckers
going.
don't
It's
need
super
more
simple.
tax
You,
money,
you
bro.
own Amazon, right? Just imagine you own Amazon. You don't need to have a bank account. You can buy
Yeah,
everything
well,
through
everything
Amazon.
is well.
So I
you're-
can go.
You
I
are
can go. Hold on.
interested.
I can go to the gas station. I can
Correct.
swipe my credit card. It's an Amazon credit card. I own Amazon. So how much money did I spend last year? Like 40,000. So I'm paying what's 6%, 12% of $40,000. I'm paying a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
And if you're making $100,000 a year, which in today is like enough to get by,
Yeah.
right?
You're right.
You're
It's-
paying.
It's enough to get
You're
by.
paying $42,000 in taxes. So Jeff Bezos, like one of the richest men in the world, doesn't pay taxes, where you and I do.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
the
give
problem.
the government 40% of our income.
You guys are
Well,
arguing
I mean,
to give the
I think-
government
I
more
think
money.
No, 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 no.
Fuck that. How about give them none?
Yeah, dude, that's why-
You gotta pay for shit, dude. How the fuck do you think things gonna happen? Do you think the
Uh,
roads are just? Look at my road.
Look at how much we spend on our fucking budget for military.
Again, I agree with you.
We
We
think
should.
they
We
have
should take
more
that
than
money.
enough fucking money.
Hold on.
They don't need no more.
I
No,
know. That's
they
a-
take
that's
enough
my
more.
counter. Like
They don't
I,
fucking
Hold on.
need
I
no
counter
more.
that.
100%.
You're right. They have enough money, but the problem is they're taking it from him and the wrong fucking people. They should be taking it from the people up top who wouldn't even know that they was taken,
Good luck.
and then give it
People
back to
who
people who
own
need
the
it.
government are gonna let them
Well, I
take it
get
out of their
that.
own pocket.
See,
Okay.
one of the main problems.
You're kind of making my point of my
But,
argument
no, you
is that
guys
the
are
system is
arguing that
fucked.
the government needs more money.
No, I'm
No.
arguing that the
No,
that the
no.
rich people need to pay their fucking share.
Yeah,
Right, and I don't
exactly.
need to pay as
And
much.
We shouldn't pay anything.
We
Some-
should be
some of
paying
us
To be honest
should.
with you,
less than
Some
half.
of
how
us should.
much do you make a year?
I don't know.
Are you under 50? Because if you're under 50, you shouldn't pay anything.
Why?
Because you're under 50.
You're under $50,000 a year. You're barely paying your fucking rent. You're literally spending.
You're living from
20% of your
paycheck
fucking money
to
on
paycheck,
rent.
literally. If you lose,
Nah.
if your health goes bad within 2 months, you're gonna be behind. If your health goes bad within 2 months, you're
So
gonna
again,
be behind.
if the system was set up more like Amsterdam, where you have a healthcare
They
system, you
take
know your
about
kid,
40% of your
but you know
fucking
your
income,
kids are gonna
bro.
get an education,
I'd rather be here than in Amsterdam.
Yeah, but they take 40%.
knowing that your
But-
kid's not gonna get
But
an
you don't have to worry
education.
about transportation. You don't have to worry about hospitalization. It's a ton of shit you don't have to
You
worry
gotta
about.
worry about all that bullshit.
Well, if
It's
you're
just
poor
different
enough here,
worries.
you don't
No.
have to pay anything.
I mean,
Just
yes,
like
you're right.
Canada,
Everyone-
they say, oh, people have to wait
You know?
like 3 to 7 months to get fucking
That's a lie.
healthcare.
That is
That's a lie.
That is just
That
an
is-
Not
American-
See,
a
you
lie.
believe in the
The
hype.
fucking guy who
No,
actually
dude.
taught me my water class. You too. You fucking know the same dude, I'm sure.
Okay, and he's also a fucking dude that teaches water classes. I don't trust his opinion on shit.
I'm telling you
he's
right now, they-
Canadian, so straight up, that's how it is.
They fact checked that. They said that's a big lie.
Now
They said
again,
that's
that's not
the
saying that there's not
I mean, it's free
situations.
healthcare. They ain't gonna give a fuck about you.
No, I work with Canadian financial advisors who deal with Medicare and stuff. How it works is if you're like, I broke my hand, you go to the doctor in the ER and you're fine. If you had a situation like your son, you automatically cut in line. If it's
You
life
get it
or
right.
death.
You get
And
And
so
exactly.
that's
the
the
rate
reason the
how it is
other
in America,
motherfuckers gotta
though.
wait 3 months. 'cause
But
these
you're
fuckers
not
are
you're
cutting
not
the line.
waiting 3 months.
Yeah,
though.
but again,
No, the other
And
guys
so what
are.
happens
They're
is if
behind
like
them.
if you need a
But what was
kidney
it for?
transplant, so you
This
might
shit
want
was
it in
for
a week,
heart.
but it might take 4 weeks. And so a kidney transplant though, you're not dying. So it's just like you'll need a new
Yeah,
kidney.
see,
but
I'd rather just pay
Yeah,
fucking for
but-
insurance and go get it
yeah,
done
but
right
you're
now.
paying.
That's
for
not gonna
insurance.
work here.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a-
I
it
just
does.
no, it doesn't. I just had 2 hip operations in the last 2
You
years.
ain't had enough money.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up.
If you were rich, that
I,
shit would have happened overnight.
I didn't pay for nothing. I didn't make one red penny.
Yeah, but you don't have a job, so you're on
Wait a minute,
Social
look,
Security.
wait a minute, hold on, I'm making a
Not
point.
insurance.
I'm making a point. Yeah, you gotta wait till you get a certain age for that. But I believe once you get 60 years old, you shouldn't pay taxes, you shouldn't pay utility bills, you shouldn't pay property tax.
Well,
Because
whatever.
you put enough money in the fucking
If
system.
you look at
Well,
it, we're getting
should I
taxed less than the
have to
rest of the
pay
world.
Insurance once I've overpaid my car 3 times over. You know, like it's bullshit, but you still need insurance. You still have to. And it is about.
You have to
insurance.
understand-
And that's the
Insurance?
greed of the companies here in That's what we're
Well, I'm
talking
not saying
about.
that-
Dude,
It's not a-
insurance
That's
and
what we're
taxes
talking
are the
about.
same thing.
Yeah.
Insurance, I have my insurance license, right?
Yeah.
It's like I have to pay my taxes to buy shit, and I have to pay for my insurance to be insured. That is the exact same thing as me paying taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when we're calculating how much you spend, like, when you pay for your water bill, you are paying taxes to the government for allowing you to use their water. And in a lot of places, they're kind of just like, fuck that. A lot of countries are like, that's really
Yeah, we're
dumb.
gonna
How
make
about
sure-
we just flat rate it
Yeah.
and we give all this shit away for free?
Yep.
And they're just, and what they're looking at is they're saying, here has
Well,
how
it's not.
much
Hold on,
we
it's
need
not for
to
free. You're
survive.
paying it with your fucking taxes.
Yeah.
Instead of blowing up brown people in other fucking
But-
countries,
but,
you can fix a brown person in your country.
I,
See, again, I know you
the
love
money,
the army.
the money's spent.
No, it's
Money,
not.
the
There's your
money's
campaign
spent. We're
slogan
already
right
in
there.
debt.
No, it doesn't have to be
Like-
spent.
It's not like we can just evaporate the debt.
No, you can evaporate
You can
the fucking
certainly
army.
work on it, though.
How
Yeah,
about
you
stop
could definitely
spending
take
the fucking
spending-
military shit.
Why are you
Put
even
it toward
talking?
the debt.
Why are
Exactly.
you? Why are
The
you?
fuck?
See, they got you brainwashed. Why are you even talking about that?
Yeah, why do you
Why
care?
did it even come up?
That's got nothing to do
That's
with
got
you.
nothing to do with it. That's the brainwashing that they
You
do.
don't think that that's an influence on the
Dude,
persuasion
look,
of power?
If we had no
We
debt,
got
our
so
money would be
hold
worth
it,
so much more.
Hold it, dude. America has tons and tons and tons of money.
Hold on. How about our money's not worth shit because one dude has 200 billion of it, and another dude has 180 billion of it. So our money's basically nothing because we're fighting over fucking this.
So
This
it's
is the
nothing.
pie. We have this much we can fight over, so it's
But
worth
that's
nothing.
what I was just saying.
Instead of
Spend
actually-
your dollar where you need to.
Hold
Like,
on.
Why are we?
Where are you going to spend it though? Where can you spend your dollar
Well,
that you don't give it to
everybody
somebody
wants to buy
that?
their shit off Amazon and they love their
Hold
Prime.
on.
And
Not
they
everyone
love their
wants to buy shit. I don't
bullshit.
buy shit. Do you buy shit off Amazon?
I've never bought
See,
anything off Amazon.
My whole point is
I've
you
never
can
bought
complain,
anything off
but
Amazon.
like sometimes it's out of necessity. 100%.
Yeah, and
There have been
it-
plenty of times. Like I hate fucking Walmart, but you know, like if I need something
Oh, I
dumb,
vote
like a
for
fucking air filter or something like that, am I do I personally have the extra $13 to go spend at like my local Ace
But you got
outlet?
some people-
No, but I can do that on the intake of what I put into my body. So if I
What is it? We didn't even say anything
They
about that.
want to talk about
What-
Rudy.
what
They
happened?
really
They
want to
wanna
talk
talk
about
to-
the fucking
Affirmative shit.
affirmative action
and
bullshit.
shit.
And it's like I don't want to go into it because
It's
I
gonna be
don't.
more class than race, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, how are these pizzas? Is this a pizza shop?
no, it was just our regular show.
This is a cannabis show. It's
I brought
supposed
this
to
hash
be.
and shit too,
Well,
man.
that-
And then
So-
Williams Wonder
Got me
too.
stuck.
How about
Yeah,
those
I wrote that
aliens
shit.
instead of talk? Because again, I've had plenty of arguments with Cut, and I don't want to say arguments, just conversations
Discussions.
Discussions.
where it's like
Discussions.
I know how he thinks, and I tried to help him not think that way, and it comes from that scarce mentality, the old living of the like my grandparents. He lived with grandparents. He was raised by grandparents, so he's raised by old
So they
people
influenced
who
him
went through
to
the
a certain
fucking goddamn
degree.
depression.
Yeah.
And
they
if I,
influenced him to a certain degree.
in my life, I didn't. I lived with a dad who spent money like he was a rich dude, but wasn't a rich dude,
Sheltered you.
and sheltered the shit out of me because of the death shit. But he still was an idiot. He spent money like a rich
He
guy.
still was an idiot.
Well, if he literally went to college for 2 years, his earnings would have quadrupled in his life.
But he didn't want to do that.
No,
You
because
had so much more
because he was so
stress,
fucking
man.
stubborn,
Fuck
and he
that
thought,
money.
oh, I can do it without it, and he did. He became an architect without
made-
going to college.
He made the choice.
But then once it became clear that you can't do shit without the fucking degree, you're fucking useless. Because the computers do it all now.
yeah.
So what the fuck are you even here for? Well, that was me. But
Don't worry, he's not watching.
no, he definitely ain't watching.
You don't know that.
No, my
you never
father
know.
is definitely
you
not watching.
never
No,
know.
we know.
I can put money on that shit.
Take that to
Um,
the bank.
But one of our biggest problems in this country It's
Alright.
law. Lawyers are.
Hey, Bruce
Jack-
almost became a lawyer.
I'm not. I'm talking about the system.
Wasn't
Lawyers
your,
in the
wasn't
system.
your ex-wife or whatever, lawyer?
I
No.
went to law school.
Yeah, he went to 1 year.
Oh, okay. I thought
He was trying to be like he was trying to
He
fill in
definitely
his.
could
You
Cool.
took the bar.
No, I did 1 year at Penn State, Dickinson Law, and then I came home.
Gotcha.
Speaking of
I
that,
had seizures.
that's another thing they did
So,
too. Is they
yeah.
shut down that fucking because you'd have got money. Would you have gotten help? Would you got the 20 grand off your debt? They shut it down. The Supreme Court said that you.
That's
couldn't-
another thing I was thinking about.
Oh,
right.
student loan debt? I could have, but I just said, fuck this, I have money I'm paying.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm not going to slow down. Like, I'm just going to.
No, I know, but all you had to do was fill a file and they just knocked.
Well,
off
it didn't
20
do no good, did it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right. No,
I
figured
knew that.
could've-
I knew that shit wasn't gonna pass.
Yeah,
I knew
didn't-
that shit
I
was
didn't
over.
even, like, there was no.
Because it's too good to be true.
Exactly.
And when it's too good
It's
to be
not
true,
even that fucking good. If
I
you
mean-
actually look at it, it's basically like they went here's some fucking saltine crackers.
Yes.
Yeah, but I know some people.
Oh wait, hold on. Stale saltine crackers that I pissed on.
I say,
But-
I like saltines. What the fuck?
But I know some
Yeah, I do
people.
like saltine
But I do know some people that would have
Clean
helped.
and shit.
I know.
Well, it was
I know
going-
some people are only $8,000 or $9,000 in debt. That would have really helped them.
That's who was trying to help. Is
Yeah,
like
I
we're
had
going
so
after
long
people
on
with like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in debt.
Yes.
I went $119,000
Oh,
in debt.
But you were for higher education, though.
Right, I'm down to 42 from 119.
Oh well, you're knocking it down.
Yeah.
Dude.
So my
By
I
the time
started,
you get what?
I started at 61,000. I had to delay my payments.
That's like child support shit. I just paid my.
You know, that's like child support shit.
Oh yeah, I don't even.
I'm 21. Paid them off. A couple years
I
later.
think I paid
There you go.
800 a month in
I'd
child
rather
support. I
just
don't
give
even
my
know.
kid money than do that.
I mean, I don't understand. Basically, the only reason I have student loans is because it was the only loans I could get. Because I had no access to any other loans, like car loans or any other loans.
That's what most
I needed
people.
to take a student loan and pretend like I was going to go to college so I could get that extra $3,000 to $4,000 to buy the car and not have to pay for it because I couldn't fucking afford to pay for it because I couldn't barely afford to fucking pay my rent with the job I had. So it was like, but I'm going to go to college because that's what I'm supposed to do, because if I do that,
Everybody tells me that's what
then
I'm
I can
supposed to
actually
do.
be like,
Because everybody tells me
yeah,
that's what I'm
I don't have
supposed
to be a
Did
fucking
you go to
worst
college at
construction
all?
worker.
I did not. I,
College ain't for
I-
everybody. You know, it's
What's
just
that?
you know.
Are you going to do it?
Like I guess I'm
No.
pretty
Oh,
smart,
Ashburn.
right? I graduated cum laude
There's some-
Of course you're
from
smart.
Wayne, from Wayne
If you
State.
studied law, you gotta be smart.
But
What-
dude,
what
like
did you graduate from Wayne
Chop
with?
some dry shit.
with my GPA,
That?
No, no. What?
I
What?
don't care.
Criminal
if you
justice.
want to.
Criminal justice.
Yeah.
Cool.
but and then I crushed it on the LSAT, which is what you need to get in.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I got a full scholarship to Wayne State, but Penn State's way like it's a badass school, but I got waitlisted, which is you'll be the bottom of the pack.
Yeah.
And I know a guy who wrote them a letter that graduated there, and they were like, "Come on in," but like I had zero scholarship, so it was just like my ego.
What was
I
that?
want to go to the best school
That's
as opposed
crazy
to.
expensive, yeah.
Bullshit school.
Or a normal school, because he could have just gone fucking.
Could have gone to Wayne State for free.
Yeah, but and you would.
Wayne State's a good school.
It's a
It's
great
your
school.
choice.
Yeah, Wayne State's a good school.
Like that's, it's
Well, no, like, I would
it
have-
sucks that you have to pay it.
I would be
but-
working as like a very. I think like I would graduate probably with $14,000 in debt, where it costs like $40,000 a year to go.
From Wayne State?
Yeah,
Damn, that's cheap.
yeah, because I only would had to buy.
You'd
it
have
with
been
my
right at
books.
home.
If you're at the top, yeah.
Yeah, could you stay at home and shit? Don't need housing.
It was dumb. It was a stupid decision, but life changing.
Was
And
it
again,
moving?
that's part of the when the guy I listen to talks about that. He's like, you're literally, you're basically giving these kids fucking life-altering debts
Yes.
and choices when their brain's not even fully developed.
No.
And then saying, oh, you're gonna have to pay for this for the rest of your life.
You know
Dude,
what I
you're
heard?
going to somebody and you're saying like, want to take out a $60,000 loan to go learn about how loans work, and like
you
you
don't
don't
even
know
know
what
how
the
they
fuck
work
you're
yet.
doing. They're like, just check here, man, and then it's not until you get your degree where you were like, holy shit, the fuck did I sign?
That's what they did up north with like the kids in the freaking army and stuff.
Oh,
Like those guys would be in there, like kids freaking 17 years old were like just Like, yeah, when I turn 18, like, going in the military,
Yeah, oh, dude, I
not
thought
knowing
about
it. And they're just like, leave this fucking little town.
Dude, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was the only way I was gonna get the fuck out of Holly at one point. My sister, it's how she got out. She went. She had to go to the military. That's how fucked up.
Some people love it, some people hate it.
But how do you celebrate something when you're like?
I wish everybody hated it. I wish we had no military on Earth.
Well, it's back to my point. I think the whole thing is set up this way on purpose so that way
Oh, it
poor
is.
people join the military.
It is.
Because if you have a middle class like they did in the '60s, people fucking fight the military. They don't want
Nothing's changed from back in medieval times. Nothing's changed. The big guys, the guys with the money, they never go to war. They send somebody else's kids to fucking. Their kids don't go to war either.
Yeah.
They send somebody else's kids off to war to die. You know, this is
If
ridiculous.
their kids are in the army, they're like fucking majors, corporals, or whatever.
I met a
Going
dude.
out there.
I met a dude whose family was army like his whole life, and he was in. It was I think Iraq War was still obviously it was still happening. It went forever, but I think the Iraq War was still happening, and he was about to go over, and he was the dude that sat up in the thing and controlled everyone that did the fucking artillery.
Yeah.
So he was a dude that controlled the artillery.
He was a spotter.
Not a spotter. He was the commander of the artillery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Point it this way. Point it that way.
Yeah, but he wasn't at where the artillery is. He was at a point
Back in a
commanding
bunker
all the
somewhere.
different artillery
Command
from
center.
somewhere else. Yeah.
He was at a command center.
But he went to fucking West Point. I think West Point it is. Is that the Army one?
That's the biggest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
West Point is
He
Army.
graduated from West Point.
Annapolis is Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And the Air Force is what?
Air Force Academy.
Air Force Academy, yeah. And that's a bunch of stiff shit right there, buddy.
I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Almost all the astronauts went to military school. Almost all of them.
What
And
if
they all talk about seeing aliens while they're out
what if
there,
the
too.
aliens come down and kill
What?
all the billionaires?
He's talking about aliens too.
The aliens aren't gonna kill nobody.
Oh, hold on. Listen, just
Listen
let me
to a science
stop.
fiction. Okay,
Stop
all right.
killing my ideas.
All right, do your science fiction.
All right. So the aliens are like, they know how the world works. They've been spying us for 20, 30 years.
Millennium.
And they can see the ones, they literally are watching us like it's a TV show.
They know who the bad ones
So
are
they
and the
can-
good ones are.
Like they can see the fucking plot of the story, and they can
Right.
see who the villains are, and see how they've been playing things and stuff like that, and who they are and all that stuff. The people in the back, not the,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's what I'm talking about, like the pre-Hitler shit. Like they come down, they're like, we've been watching this story. It's kind of like. I didn't see Succession. I'm trying to think of a fucking story.
All right, so like I have to say that like in my opinion, all that is very presumptuous. That we're like even entertaining at all. Like, do we ever think about like?
I didn't say
ants when we
entertaining.
step on
I
them?
said they just can see the world as
Well,
if
dude,
it's a TV show.
So that's kind of the whole point, right? People have asked, like, well, why don't they come visit? It's like you said, do we think about
Terpie.
ants? Like, aliens might look at us and be like,
Terpie,
these
bro.
guys are in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
And
they
so
do.
coming down here and, like, bringing them something is like us going to the Egyptians and handing them a hydrogen bomb.
Hold on.
And being like, tinker with it. Right? Like, no. So this is exactly
We
one of the
got any
reasons
comments?
we may be
Dude,
have treated alone is because they
fucking-
look at us and say, fuck these guys. Give them a couple millennia.
Yeah,
Hold on.
let
But that kind of gets to my point.
Well, maybe we
maybe
want
they
something.
see it. Maybe they can see the story,
Yeah, throw us a
and
bone.
when they're looking at the story,
Yeah.
they see that these are the
I feel
ones
like
that are going
that's
to prevent us from ever getting to this point. Because again,
No doubt.
if you want to travel the universe, you have to understand that coal's not going to work, and neither is gas.
Right.
You're not going to be able to use the fossil fuels on the planet that you're trying to leave from.
We
to
have the
travel
wrong
planet.
physics.
So maybe they see it as there's these specific people are keeping us in the Stone Age, and they just come down and like, well, we're gonna get you out of the Stone Age, and the way we do that is we take all the power. And then I'm not talking just them. I'm talking every of them. Like when I say them, I mean their succession. So whoever could take power and become, the next one of them, they're out too. Like
Dude,
they come
look,
down, whoop,
you're
help them
a
out.
product of like your location as well. So they say that the octopus might be the smartest animal on the planet, as well as the dolphin. Well, like dolphin, sorry, you can't get off.
Well, a
Like
lot.
you have fins, like so. Unfortunately, you'll never be a superior race, and it's just because.
Except for the fact that the planet is mostly water.
Well, they're a product of their environment. Like they might be looking at us and being like, you're missing 15 core elements on your planet to travel the universe. So it's like you're stuck to your planet.
Yeah.
And there might
is
be
that so
plenty of
bad?
other planets that have different things
There are
that can help them
scientists.
travel.
There are science biologists that think that
Crazy.
the octopus wasn't originally from here.
The what?
Octopus. They say this is the most unusual creature on Earth.
I mean, why? But
They think that maybe
Change color at any time.
they think that maybe
What did you say?
they might have came in on a meteor
But it
or an
also
asteroid.
it could have also evolved right next to us and
That's all.
became something completely different than us because it was living in a completely different fucking universe.
You know, the octopus has the same DNA we have.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you put octopus on land and they turn out like us. You put octopus in water, they turn out like they do, super intelligent to the point where they're almost human-like. The only thing they don't do is talk, and they probably do talk. We just can't hear it.
They had a
Who's to
they-
say that maybe they're not in evolution? Like Rudy was talking about, like peace and equality and stuff.
They
like,
are in evolution.
What if
Maybe
like,
they're the final
is,
evolution.
is that not like
But they
like to
fight
think
things.
that they're below us just because they're like living in a harmony? I don't know if they kill each other like necessarily.
They kill shit. I don't think they kill each other.
Yeah, they eat.
Yeah.
They're primal.
But they're.
I think an octopus will eat another octopus.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe they will. I think they do that. But
But
the
then-
point is,
Do you think that that's like?
but the point is,
family or
it's such a
territorial?
strange,
Probably territorial.
it's such a strange creature, man.
It's hungry.
Well, yeah.
There's no other creature anything like it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Dude, everything's strange. Have you not seen a fucking ant?
I was thinking about
If
that.
an ant was the size of my dog, we wouldn't be living on this planet.
I was thinking about that
Oh, yeah,
today.
They rule the world, man.
I was thinking about that today.
So,
Right now is the season of ants. I don't know if you walk around, you see ant
more ants than
mounds
ever was
everywhere
people.
in the cracks of the
Is this
sidewalk.
still going?
You know, there's trillions and trillions of ants.
Jeez.
They outnumber us by trillions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Literally.
kinda silly.
Yeah, literally. And we just don't have big ants here, but you go to Africa,
Oh, yeah.
there are ants that'll fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
And they come in armies of 3 million, 10 million up at a time.
Dude, I was in
Carry your
Ecuador in
baby
the
away.
Amazon, and like when you turn the light on, there'd be cockroaches the size of my hand.
Yep. That's one thing about Asia. Oh, I want to go there, but I did research. I don't want to go to Vietnam, and I don't want to go to Cambodia. They said they got the biggest spiders and insects.
Yeah, it's jungle.
Snakes.
Yeah, well, it's jungle in the Philippines too, you know,
Same thing. if
and
you live in
Thailand.
Australia,
But for some reason, they have less insects than. They said Jamaica they have some huge ass spiders,
Oh, yeah.
big ass, because it's plate.
It's because they don't have a winter.
We got those in Oklahoma, I heard. Big
Yeah.
spiders like that.
So my theory on the aliens is I think they're just us. I think they're us from the past.
From the future.
No, from the past. I think they're the. I think 10,000 years ago when the shit was built, like
They're
you know, all
us
the-
from the
You
past.
talk about this time. Like, I hate how everybody talks about the time because I think that everything happens at once. It's just like if we.
I'm
have to,
saying
it's-
there was
if
a
it's
there was a
different times,
flood.
it's
There was a
all
flood
that
10,000
is.
years ago that completely wiped out most of the population. Like a good
You
portion.
go
of
with the
population.
flood story.
Yeah, I think that it holds a lot of merit.
It has a lot of holes in it. The flood story has a lot of. To me,
What
has a lot of-
what holes?
What do you mean? What holes?
And what
If-
flood
if
story
it
are
was
you
a
talking
giant-
about? Are
if
we
you-
talking about Noah's Ark? I don't believe in Noah's Ark. If that's what you're
no,
thinking.
No.
Well, scientists say there was a big flood, whether it's some Noah's Ark shit or
No,
not.
what happened at the end of the last ice age is the fucking shit melted, and it fucking. That's how it did. It's been proven. That's how we have
But
the
that's a
Michigan.
flood. Yeah.
Is because it literally just watered. And that's
Glaciers
how
cut it
The
out.
Philippines became islands.
Glaciers came down and cut
Yeah.
all that out.
I know, but the melts is why it happened.
Yes.
And the melts were quick, they say, and that's why Philippines is now islands instead of mountains.
Because
Right?
they said it was. They think it's a reversal of the magnetic.
Polarity.
That caused
It
that.
flips. Yeah.
Flip dependent upside down.
For 24 hours, the Earth will stand completely still when it happens. What do they
How do
call
they
it?
not fall off?
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, it does.
No.
It's happening. Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The universe is pretty
Wait a
old,
minute.
and you are just a snap of time. on it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can check right now if you want to. You can go to different
Hold on.
scientific websites and check it.
Hey Siri,
So
Does the planet ever flip upside down?
Rotate.
yes, there's
On its
the
axis.
poles have definitely switched.
Yes, the pole switch.
Yes,
Yeah.
there
So
is.
for whatever reason, I think when the pyramids were built 10,000 years ago, they were used as a way for us to travel and guide us off the planet because of the way they're positioned throughout the planet.
Oh, it's a communication thing, without doubt.
And
Yes.
my point is we don't even know what it's for yet. Maybe there's still information. Maybe there's fucking supercomputers in the bottom of
There's
it that we don't know are
information.
there.
Well, there's information in the pyramids. We haven't figured out how to frequency the information yet.
The
They
point.
say that
This is what they're
it's-
doing on
They say
Skinwalker
that
Ranch, the show,
mathematically.
is they're figuring out frequencies.
They say it's all about
They found
frequencies.
it. 1.6 gigahertz.
That's what they're doing with CERN.
Isn't
But
that
they
what?
say that mathematically, if you take the pyramids, because I like this whole thing, that it's actually the circumference of the Earth.
Again,
and
back
and
to
it's
my-
the
So
distance from
why would
and it's
that
the
be a
difference from the
beautiful
Earth to
guy?
the sun.
Well, I mean,
It could be just a marker that tells people like it could be we could have been leaving the planet and something happened where we just lost communication, a bunch of people died and only the stupid people lived.
Look,
Because right now if you say you lost 90% of the population, the 10% are going to lose everything we have. You're going to lose all the knowledge that we have built up over the last 1,000, 2,000 years if you want to say Jesus is that point. All that knowledge is gone. If 90% of the
There'll be
population
some shit
disappears.
left over that you would recover. We're
Not-
only getting like pots and shit. These motherfuckers did not leave the earth.
No, you wouldn't have pots.
Pots, clay pots and shit. That's all
No,
I have.
no. That's all that was left. The point is, right now, if you took this place right here and you did nothing for it for 10,000 years, you wouldn't find anything. But
yeah, you'd
wood.
find very little. You'd find very
That's the
little.
No,
oldest
it's
thing.
gone.
Come on, plastic.
10,000 years, you're 50 feet up underground.
What? You think the ground is gonna increase?
That's what it does.
Because of the decomposing layer?
It just constantly builds on itself.
It builds
And
up.
it's- And over time, eventually, it's going to eat itself. The Earth literally eats itself. Does it not? The plates
When the
literally
plates
come in and go into the
one
center.
goes underneath the
and
other.
one goes
This
underneath.
epic
So
video
at some
today.
point,
this
the
is
whole
why
Earth
I
will
don't
eat.
believe in aliens. You just explained, like,
Because
if
the
the Earth is the dominant thing,
No,
the,
that's not
the true force, the real alien, if you will, like
Okay.
I mean,
the regular.
I guess
So,
you can say
so
that.
I forget, this guy was on Joe Rogan. He talks about it. He's brilliant, and he's talking about the asteroid belt, right? So in the planets, you go Mercury, Venus, Earth. Like that was probably a planet, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens is, to this day, a giant asteroid went through our solar system, is what they think. And there are still, for the next couple thousands of whatever years, asteroids flying right through it. And it's what we see, asteroid showers, right?
Right.
And the guy that's talking about it, he goes, what you don't realize is he's like, there's about 4 weeks a year where we are sitting in a cosmic shooting range.
Yeah.
And he goes, and if you don't believe me, look at the moon. Look how many times the planet has been hit. He goes,
That's why
every
it's a
time I come to
beautiful
that
thing
week,
that
I
it's in there.
freak out.
It's in the pole. You know,
So if
it's
you
in
say
our pole.
anything is impossible, like that another society could have existed 500 years ago or 500,000 years ago, nothing's impossible.
You're right, and it was some kind of technically advanced society, maybe 12, 13, 14,000 years.
Yeah,
So
control,
that's my
yeah.
point is maybe they're because think about it. What if they're the Star Trek like who's the main guy?
Who's
Who's the
the
captain?
big Star Trek?
Captain Kirk,
Kirk. Yeah, the Kirk because Kirk's
friggin'
mission.
Michael Myers.
The original Kirk mission, the Enterprise, was to go to places that no other one, just to go
Yeah.
as far as they could go, to places that were uncharted. Well, if there's a group from that age that did that, and they took off, and communication doesn't move at like. You get way the fuck out there. By the time you get back, everyone you know is gone and dead, and
That's
So my
Einstein's
thing
theory.
is, like, do you like to swim?
that's not
Is anybody
Einstein's
good at
theory. It's just
swimming?
how it works.
like
You go
swimming.
away.
You
time
no,
goes.
we don't know that's how
I'm
it
not that
works.
good at it. I can
What do you
swim.
mean?
What do you mean,
I'm not
what?
good at it.
I'm talking, like, I mean, it's hard for me. I don't want to fucking swim, dude.
What
Like, I
the-
go,
Is
I
that
go
an
to the
answer?
beach
I thought
and shit,
Mexicans
but,
like to swim.
No, we don't like to swim.
They call you wetbacks.
Oh
We're
no!
working. dude, it's sweat.
No, that comes from them crossing over
Yeah, the
the
real-
border
yeah.
and getting their back wet when they do it.
Right.
That's where that comes from.
Anyhow,
It's from working.
my whole point is like,
That's true.
why would you want to go anywhere else? Like, if you are self-sustaining, unless you know you're like, if we're gonna die and we
That's
know
just
it.
the way of humans. The
But-
reason
Man
we
Why
desire-
would you want to go swim? Because more than likely you're gonna fatigue and like.
No, you want to
out
go.
of the
No,
ocean.
you want to go swim because
can
fish
float.
because
You
fish
can
were in the
float.
sea.
How long can you float?
You had to eat.
You gotta
Forever.
sleep.
Yeah, you can sleep while you're floating.
Dude, like that's
I
why
don't know.
humanity
I don't
has
know.
gotten to where we're at, is because we're never content, and we're like a very very selfish kind of like mammal, right? And so we continuously create. We never settle, and that's why we went from the iPhone 1 to the iPhone.
That's why we were
14,
here, and
how
now we
long?
take over the whole planet.
And eventually, like we want to leave.
Yeah.
Like people want to go see what Mars.
I mean,
looks
if you
like.
want to live primitive, you can. There are plenty of places in South America and Africa and a
Shit,
few other
places
places
here you
where
can
you
live
go and
primitive.
you can live in a hut.
Yeah.
No electricity.
You do it right
See, that
now.
sounds
Dude,
like,
have you been to
like,
UP?
as horrible as that is, like every day's a chance to die or survive. Like you go and you have your community and you're like in tune with where you live. What's so wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong
There's
with
nothing
that.
wrong with
But
it.
that's
That's
like
what you
the
want.
octopus thing. Like
The problem
if
is
they're so
is
fucking smart.
the
like,
people that are-
why can't somebody that can just survive in their habitat be great? And yes, I do think
Well,
that
we
we
can't.
travel.
We've
What
already
does that
figured
have
out
to
how
do with
do that.
anything?
travel, but the problem is like you're always saying, like the consumerism and the fact that everything runs everything. So like, why
Well, you-
hate on just like fucking resetting, getting rid of like that, wiping it out?
No, it's wiping it out. There's no
What if
wiping
an
it out.
alien
It's
did
about
that?
making it better.
Would you
Everything.
be happy if aliens came and took away technology?
They're not.
Can't even
why
take
would
it away.
take it away?
They're going to bring more technology,
If they, yeah.
better technology.
What if
Yeah.
they control you?
Well,
If they got
would
good
suck.
hey, you know what? If they got good enough technology, I'm not going to worry about that.
Exactly.
I mean, I am.
You're
I don't
acting like
want
you're
I'm
not
not-
already controlled. How much do you
I'm
pay
not.
taxes
I'm
again?
getting to my aluminum
Oh, 2
foil
months,
hat.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're already
Way
Way
controlled.
too much.
Get out of here. You don't live in a hut.
Yeah, exactly.
afraid more- you're
I'm
afraid
living
someone different's gonna control
I'm
you.
living a great life for, whatever.
Well, wouldn't you want to live a greater and nicer life?
Why would I want something more than what I have?
Oh,
Why not?
oh.
Other than just
You don't-
living for tomorrow.
You have no desire to expand?
Well, that's every day tomorrow. I
Well,
get to
that's-
do that every day.
Well,
Hopefully,
that's
hopefully I
totally
every,
cool. But the thing is, you're just the person that's gonna fizzle out,
Yeah, that's fine.
Just-
That's
or not.
what we all do that.
and that's okay.
Even
but,
on the longest scale of the greatest.
You know what? Whatever.
Like, what are they actually doing for how I feel every day?
You know what?
Except for like
You're
you know,
you're absolutely right. Whatever
You control
whatever
the
you
nature
feel is
of
good
the
for
elected
you
branches.
is right for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
it is.
I mean that's I can't.
I don't
like,
like nobody's shit. You know, whatever you feel is your
mean,
That's
thing.
just like me with COVID and the vaccine. I don't give a shit if you want to get it. You
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah, you
You
choose.
got 50-50 chance it works or it doesn't. So like,
As long as it ain't
You do
crack or
you.
heroin, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Is it those not crack or heroin? with?
Even then,
What
I'm
about-
with you.
as long as you're not stealing, do what you want.
I believe that too. I believe if you want to do crack, if you
You're
want
not
to do
gonna stop
if you
people
want
from
to do
doing
heroin, as long as you can be civil and go to work and do what you got to do all the crack and heroin you
was
want to
it
do.
But,
Sweden
like-
that did the park? That,
No, it's
That was
Switzerland.
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 It's
that
not a
did
park.
the
It's a building that you can go into, and they give you.
I think it's a park and a building.
Oh,
They did
well,
the
they
Yes, it is.
They do a
that's
building
all
too,
over
yeah.
Europe, bro.
yeah. They
And you
give
can
shots.
go get your due
Go about your business.
and
You
go,
got the- it's-
and go to
it's-
work. People
it's
do it.
BYOB. No, you have to stay in the park.
No, I'm talking about after they do it. If you
Yeah,
if you
once-
if you
once
want to
you're
go to
done.
work, you can go to work or whatever you got to
But the
do.
guy, if you don't have a job, they help you get a job.
They don't want you shooting up around the general public and shit
Yeah.
like that.
But they make sure it's done clean. It's
God.
like,
And they don't- and you know what?
That's far better.
And you know what? They don't
I
have
will say that.
they don't have a drug problem.
Nope.
because their whole point is we're not going to stop you, so we might as well assist you. and like make sure it's done the appropriate way.
And
Yep.
help you
Well,
with
that's
things
better
that,
than
to help you
creating
get
a
off of it.
subculture
Yeah,
that's
and help you
underlying,
medically if you
know?
want to try to stop
Yeah,
it.
But that's
you know?
we do that with so many other things. Like, why not do it with that?
It's
We
called
don't-
socialism.
Well, we don't do it with
The beautiful
anything.
part about it.
What the fuck do we help people with?
We
If
hardly
you want to
help-
get an
we
education,
hardly help
you have to
ourselves.
take a loan. If you want to
It's
fucking get
ridiculous.
health care, you have to get
School
insurance.
should be
We
free.
don't help anybody with anything.
School should be
You
free.
can test into school though. Like,
Test
you,
into what?
You can like get scholarships.
No, you can't.
Well,
Yeah,
there
you
was
get
a-
the
If you
Pell
grew
Grant,
up where I
man.
grew up,
Yeah.
well, bro, do you know how I had life was handed to me on a fucking golden plate? There was 2 girls from my high school who went to Harvard
So
as a
shit.
public high school.
Yeah, connect.
Wow.
You went to Rochester.
No, those are for the poor people. I went to Adams.
Adams.
Welcome to the life I grew up with, right?
Yeah.
So, like, a Rochester high school's for the poor people.
Yeah.
A fucking Rochester high school. That's how, like, if you're born into that, you're very lucky, yes. So you can go to school, but your parents have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, do you know how many little niche spots there are in southeast Michigan that you can, like, you're hopefully born there?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
was
And so you
Mexican in
can't
Romeo,
sit
so
there and
I
say
got-
you can
I
test
got
into it.
a nice little, scholarship.
You can test into it if you're already being challenged, like,
Yeah.
which would be from a very prestigious public school. Other than that, like, you can't go to Hazel Park High School and go to Harvard after.
Yeah.
It's just
Unless
not
they
an
were-
option.
The likelihood of that is very, very
No,
slim.
you would have to like
at
somehow
all.
do something.
Some kind, yeah,
You'd have to invent something.
or do something genius.
Yeah, you'd
Right.
have to be the
Or
one
write-
You'd
write
have
a
to be a
book or,
1%.
you know.
Be a chess champion.
Yeah,
like,
right,
You
right.
can test
I mean,
the-
fuck, go to Holly. You ain't going to Harvard if you.
Then
went
you
to
could be.
Holly.
What do they call that? You could be. What do they call that?
Unless you literally got what is the top SAT? 1500.
1600.
Yeah, somewhere up in there. Yeah.
Let's
But
Scored-
even then, you'll get into University in Michigan, but Harvard's not letting you in because you did well in the SAT.
That's true.
Everybody did well.
He's
in the
right.
SAT.
Yeah.
He's right.
That's,
He's
but
absolutely
that's
right.
the point. That's why it's the way it is. Like,
Sorry, you were 15 and you scored 1600 on an SAT. Then you might have a chance.
it's supposed to be that.
Because
way.
you've
Why
already
would you-
graduated.
Yeah.
Why would you want other people
Because-
Something special.
Because the
distracting
reality
people
is
trying to
that
learn?
not everyone is at their peak when they're fucking 18. That's the reality. So pretending like you're getting the best of the best because you found the few best that were best at 18 is kind of fucking asinine. You're literally getting 1% of the best. Because most people don't mature enough to actually give you their best until they're like
Little
25,
spoiled rotten
30 years
boy.
old.
Wouldn't you want to catch
Yeah, he is. He's
them
right.
while they are malleable before their cerebral cortex is fully developed?
Yeah, and aliens could do
so
that.
They can
Yeah, you should.
So
ta-
they
I'm not
can
saying that you
keep-
shouldn't teach people and
keep a
educate
train of
people at
thought
18.
in line.
I'm just saying to think that you're getting the best out of people. Like, if you take the population and at 18 you go, well, this is where you're at your best. Well, no, most of the population at 18 isn't, because they're 18. Who the fuck knows what they've gone through? I know
Exactly.
18-year-olds that literally can't walk out the house without their mom asking, permission. Then you got other dudes who are fucking 12 smoking weed. But
Coming
they've
in-
been smoking
coming home
weed
at
since they
2:30
were
in the
fucking
morning
12.
and shit.
Since they were 12.
Yep.
And they're only 12. So it's like age is a real big difference. Like, people age completely different. So it needs to be more education shouldn't be something that stops at 18.
What's the
That's the
viewers
point.
say?
Education should be something
You don't have
that
to think
goes
about
on throughout your whole life. It should be something that you're taught and you should work
Yeah.
on. And,
What are they?
oh, I don't know. I think
Do we have any
right.
genius comments? Do we have other than some
Is
bullshit?
affirmative action racist?
Holy shit. Is what?
Who's that?
What is
Is
it?
affirmative action racist? They're still talking about that.
No, he's still talking about that.
Yeah. He got to be in this violet.
Something. He's probably up to something.
Yeah, that's
I don't
what
know.
they-
Is affirmative? I don't
that's
think it's
right.
racist. I don't know what. I don't even know.
He's
I
probably
don't-
hashtagging that. 'cause
Oh,
he's
wait,
like
did it-
getting paid. For putting
It's
comments.
more economics than racism.
That's gotta be a bot.
It's more
bro.
economics than racism.
It's not. It's the same guy. He comes all the time. He usually he'll put.
Ask him if he's a bot.
Are you a bot?
I guess I just asked him, but
Hmm.
yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I like the taste of that.
When
What is
is he
that?
talking about that?
Whatever he had in his
Williams
jar.
Under.
That tastes good.
1989.
I like that taste. It's got kind of the old-fashioned taste a little bit.
I got some fresh shit coming out tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah.
Tasty as fuck.
Nice back taste.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Where do you think? Do you think we're gonna go?
He rolled a small ass joint.
You think we're gonna
Again.
be Mad Max or Star Trek?
Star Trek. I think there's going to be an intervention like Rudy.
Like, you think the aliens are gonna come in and intervene?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're softening everybody up right now.
Yeah, they.
It's been more alien talk in the last 2 years than I ever remember before. Okay, so it's a program going on where they
Not a body
desensitizing,
says.
desensitizing us for it, because if they don't do that, it's gonna be people panicking.
Yeah, you can't tell my parents, who are devout Christians,
Oh yeah,
that
yeah, exactly.
you cannot tell my parents that aliens exist. They would not know how to They would not know how to live the rest of their
Hold
life.
on.
Wow.
All right.
Hold on. It's different when you tell
They would
someone.
just
It's,
keep praying, I think.
hold
They'd
on.
be fine.
If it's Independence Day, that's a completely different situation where they come down. You know what I'm saying? Not come down and attack, but just come down in their big fucking ships and make a big deal out of it. There's a lot of people that would literally
Freak out.
I don't understand why.
But what if we just
Because it-
actually?
Because they have
Counters everything-
beliefs
it counters everything
that
they believe.
that is not supposed
Because
to
the
happen.
Earth is 4,000 years ago and made purely for you. That's what they were taught.
Yeah, it's literally a place where you're supposed
Brainwashed
to.
so
What-
hardcore
It's
that
your
it's gonna
way-
be like,
Hold on,
oh,
that's literally it. The Bible says that
Yeah,
the Earth is
it's
4,000
all
years
that-
old. It says we're alone, and it says it was created for you.
And we've been conditioned, all of us.
Can you imagine having
obey
that?
my rules.
Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine?
There's some
having that
guy-
love
There's a guy up in the sky that sees everybody
So lucky.
24 hours a
I
day,
never had to go to church in those.
knows what everybody's doing.
Maybe it was them the whole
You ever had to
time.
go to church?
Oh yeah, I went to lots of different churches.
Maybe they've been watching us the whole
Yeah,
time.
had to.
Or maybe,
Sure.
you
Yeah.
know what we are?
Well, I mean,
I bet you,
sometimes,
what is that?
Listen,
The Truman Show.
Next time
I actually
you're
did go to
doing
a couple
something,
of things.
bring up
It
Billy
wasn't bad.
Carson, and
That was
listen,
my
he'll
choice,
tell you
you know
some
what I
shit
mean?
that'll blow your
I
mind.
went to a
What if
couple
we're Truman Show?
Crazy ones are the best.
We are a Truman Show for
Went to
somebody,
Jehovah's
for
Church
something.
one
That's
time.
what I'm saying. What if they're watching us like the
things.
Truman
Freaks,
Show?
ain't they?
It's possible.
Like they're what? They got
Well,
cameras.
they're definitely
As
watching.
you said, frequencies. They can have things that are
Yeah, they have
literally
some
in this
weird
room
shit.
right now,
But no.
mapping the
I
whole
was
thing,
in
and we could
a
not see it
Methodist
because
church.
it's in a different frequency.
So they didn't give a fuck
Because we
about
can't
nothing
see
like
things that the dogs can
believe in
see.
God.
We can't smell things that the dogs can smell. We can't hear things that the dogs can hear. So I'm sure they're like, well, we'll just
That's the
do it.
most strict.
That's why maybe a dog sees it, something like your dog, like, "Ooh, what is that? It's a little camera checking you out, like, is this human okay? Or it's someone jacking off to you or something
But you,
like that.
that's why they, that's why they say it's, that's why a lot of people say there are aliens in the moon. They say it's an alien base in the moon.
On the back of it?
No, inside.
Oh.
The moon is
No, it's
hollow.
hollow as fuck, yeah.
They-
Actually, that was a movie. What movie was that?
No,
just
they've
came out?
heard it.
Yeah, they-
it's been hit and
They hit it and it rang
You
for
believe
3
in the
hours like a
Nazis and on
bell.
the dark side of the
Yeah,
moon?
some debris there.
I don't think the docs.
Well, there's
They
all
did
kinds
it
of
twice.
shit.
They did it twice.
It's not a
They
dark
did it.
side. It's just the other side. It's not dark.
Like
and
the
light side.
statistical likelihood
Yeah, I
that
know.
they float, like that they rotate at the exact same, like it's
It's
just
crazy.
No,
Hold
no
on.
other moon does
It is
that.
a dark. It is a
Hold
dark
on.
star.
I've never brought this argument up to him, and I want him to think about it in this sense. If someone is traveling here, how? We're moving at a unbelievable amount of speed.
That's an easy.
It's like they're
No, but
not-
think
that's what
about
I
it.
told him the
This is
other
the
day.
galaxy we're in right
Yeah,
now.
it's easy as
Your
fuck.
mathematics you have to predict where the fuck we're gonna be from here to here. When you're over here trying to get to here, or like, because we're here and we're
AI.
moving at a way that's just like a speed that's
AI.
uncomprehendable.
Okay, here's how you do
know,
it.
Star
It's
Trek.
AI.
You have about a 2 million year head start on what our mind is right now.
Okay.
See, we,
A black hole.
we're thinking
This
with
is
the
the
human
cliche
mind.
example. This is your table, right? The whole concept is space-time continuum. So if you can bend
It's
time,
folded.
Yeah.
you literally can go like this. And the whole concept is, well, what is that? We can like it's a black hole. And so we know that enough energy can go through a black hole that light can't even escape it. That's how fast. So something pulling it through that, the gravitational pull is faster than light.
But you know what they found out recently?
You connect them. And then you can go through one out the other. It's like a Mario Green pipe.
That
It's
that
not
James
bad.
Wood telescope.
I know, but
No.
nothing's stagnant.
For the first
That's
time,
my
no.
point.
For the first time, they saw a black hole
Mhm.
with light coming out of it.
Okay.
They've never. Yeah. About
All
2
right.
weeks ago.
But hold on. my point is that
The other thing I heard about
we're
that.
moving at such an incredible rate right now. In theory, the sun is pulling us, and we're being whipped at this fucking speed, this unbelievable speed behind it, with all the other shit falling behind the sun. The sun's being pulled, which is being pulled by something else, but it's being pulled on a trajectory. So, it's more about like we're not. I guess it's just the fact that we're not standing still. It's how do you find something? Because you're like, I want to go there. But the reality is there could be already dead.
It's mathematics.
Because hold on, I can see that star, but I want to go to that star. But the reality is if I go to that star, even if I bend it, I'm only seeing a star that's already dead. I just can't see the dead part of it because it hasn't got to me yet. It could have died 500 years ago.
Or it could still be alive.
Again, it could be. But if you pull the thing together, and you're still going to end up where there's nothing. So that's my point. It's
Then
figuring
you
out.
just turn around and go back the other
But I
way.
know, but it's figuring out what light is real and what light isn't.
But what?
The calculations it would take to figure out
But
that
you have-
in infinite space.
Like we're able to calculate right now how to get to Mars mathematically.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if they had a 500,000 year head start on us. Like
Which,
they would
again-
be looking at our mathematics and, like I said, be like, these fuckers are in the Stone Age right
See,
now.
Right.
a
I get that. But I would argue that, see, I have an argument too that I don't think we can get off our fucking planet at all because we live in such a delicate symbiosis with the bugs and the shit on us and in us that the moment you leave the planet, we don't know how they're going to react. We don't know how. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna change you.
No,
You're
what
gonna
I mean
evolve
is,
and shit.
you don't know that if a
No,
bacteria,
you
if
wanna
it gets
tell
to
them
a
about
certain
the
point,
black
like
shit?
away from the Earth,
Fly shit.
the gravity
Whatever.
stops affecting
I
it,
believe
and it starts growing bigger,
Yeah.
and bigger, and
Well,
Well,
bigger.
and, but
Well,
I would
yeah,
hope by the time that we're able to just
so
get up and
funny,
leave, that they also have that figured out.
Yeah.
It'll have to be intervention because we're not getting it.
Yeah, we're so far off.
Yeah, we're still killing each other and having hate.
Famous strain like flat Earth.
It gets to a point. Imagine being such a superior
So how
species
you
where you're
believe
watching
Earth
this.
is
It gets to a point where you're like, this is fucking stupid. That like, I'm even letting you go this long. Like it's like counting to 3 when your kid's having a hissy fit. You're like, I'm gonna count to 3.
But that's the whole point, though. The whole point is to have at least enough patience where you don't destroy things. You let it blossom. It might need a little help, so you give it a little help. every now and
Everything
then.
needs help.
But
Yeah.
this is help has been given since 100 years or however long.
Man, I think they've been,
Terraform
I think
everything.
since we did the bomb, they've been playing with us. I think
Well,
that
they've been. Well, they were watching us all along. But when we did the bomb, they was like, we got
I bet you-
really watch these
I bet you-
motherfuckers.
it registered to the point where they showed up and they went, okay, we need, and it wouldn't surprise me if Russia launched their nukes, if their nukes just all of a sudden just fell out the sky.
Well, I
Well,
don't think they'd ever go off.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just fell out
There'd
the
just be intervention. Just be
yeah,
like, no.
instant, like they would shut down their mechanics and whatever. it is.
because they've done it before.
Yes.
They've shut down missile silos
Yes.
many times in all the country, in every country that has nuclear.
Which also makes me think that it's us
Hey,
from the past.
hey,
I don't.
I think
hey.
it's us
Well, you know what?
Quit licking me.
You might be right. That's a possibility.
because they want to protect our planet.
There's a
And
possibility that
there's also that theory that it's the only one out there. That there's infinite planets, but there's only 5 or 6 Goldilocks.
I don't
Well,
believe that.
Yeah, the
I don't
chances
believe that
are
either,
unlikely of that.
I bet I understand that. But
Because there are more than one
but it could
species visiting us. It's not just the Greys. It's several different
they
ones.
better not be allergic
Because
to
they have
water.
different vehicles.
to water. If you're allergic to water and you
Salt
come to a
water.
planet,
Oh,
no, just
God.
water.
Talking
It was
about
water,
science.
remember? Science, yeah.
Shamrock.
Like the aliens are attacking, and it turns out that they're completely allergic to water, and it's like, oh, you come to a planet where there's water in the air. That makes sense.
I'm sure there's some aliens that can't get
That's
on.
kind of what I'm saying about us. We're just here. It's all water. Like, yeah, we need to drink it.
Notice
and
how
all that.
everyone's
Like,
ignoring us.
It helps us breathe, and we
Have
got
no
all that good
conversation
stuff.
about
but-
affirmative action.
They have conversations with each other.
No, it's just him.
It's just him. Come
Yeah,
on,
it's just
someone
him.
else.
I swear to God.
Why are you saying us then?
because I don't know. I'm supposed to read it, but there's a lot of shit in there. It's like he puts
There's
the
a lot of
paragraph
shit in there.
because it'll come in. He'll put a paragraph in, but the paragraphs will get split up into three
Well,
or four.
we might be
We're
talking
not
about-
sitting. We're not gonna sit up here and read whole paragraphs and shit.
No. And I was okay with our
Get
internet.
out of here. Okay.
All right, that should be good.
Yeah, that's good.
I like to think that.
Subscribe.